Hey guys, Prateek here from nexthinkers.com, and about a week ago, Honor launched a couple of devices in their recent event and I was invited to be a part of it. 3 devices were launched in total, but only 2, which is the Honor 8 and the Honor Ollie 3, caught my attention. So here's a little bit of info regarding the same. I hope you find it useful. Well, that design is beautiful. The device looks and feels great in hand. There are no unnecessary camera bumps whatsoever and everything's well crafted. So well that if you remove the camera bump from the Asus Zenfone 3, output result would be the Honor 8 in terms of design. Everything looks the exact same, but Honor has figured out the camera bump properly. Also, the back glass plate gives a neat and shiny reflective appeal which looks great, but that also attracts fingerprints on a huge scale. So if you ever consider buying this phone, make sure you skip this golden color or be ready to slap a skin on that. Everything in this department looks nice. The color saturation, vividness, viewing angles, 2.5D curved glass, it's all well crafted. In terms of numbers, it's Full HD resolution. The Emotion UI 4.1 built on top of Android Marshmallow 6.0 could be well described as a solid rip-off of the iOS interface. Swiping up, swiping down. They have also got the notification shade figured out. Damn, though that background bokeh effect looks great in the notification shade. Also, the on-screen buttons are always a nice touch, while there's an addition of few knock and motion gestures, which I seriously don't know why people need knock services. First of all, no camera bump. That hits a sweet spot in a geek's mind. Speaking about the statistics, the dual camera housing is almost similar to what we have seen with the Huawei P9 in the past. That being said, it can be called as a stripped down version of the Huawei P9, as the dual 12 megapixel cameras perform a really great job. The monochrome and the RGB sensor managed to take some great shots in low lighting conditions. Additionally, the front 8 megapixel camera is also decent. I'll link few images in the description below. Apart from the usual fingerprint scanning, the sensor has been made clickable and you can trigger few actions depending upon the number of clicks. So to set this up, head over to the settings and find the Smart Assistants tab, where you can find 3 different types upon which you can set a particular app or action to trigger. Here I'm selecting the double press option and setting it to trigger the flashlight. So let's see how it performs, and as stated in the settings, things work properly. So that's about it regarding the Honor 8. Now speaking about the Honor Ollie 3. This device was a total surprise for the media attending the event, as there wasn't any info about this device. Also, this is the Honor's first ever made in India device under the Make in India initiative. It packs a decent amount of specs for the device, priced at ₹10,000. So here's a physical look over the device. That back has a nice soft touch matte appeal which feels great in hand. On the bottom there's a single firing speaker, whereas on the left you can find the microphone. On the right hand side there's the power lock key and the volume rockers, nothing on the left, and a 3.5mm audio jack on the top. On the front there is a LED notification light, and on the bottom there's the Honor branding below the on-screen buttons. Only flaw in terms of design would be those shiny edges which might catch scratches with rough usage, in my opinion. Performance feels on par, even though Honor touts about the smallest and thinnest Kirin processor with their upcoming devices. Also in the camera department, the 13 megapixel camera had quite a bluish tint, and when it comes to the front 8 megapixel camera, it was okay. But it has a 3000 mAh battery, 2 GB of RAM, and all these specs are rather impressive at such price point. So let's see how it performs in the budget segment and all the competition of the Chinese manufacturers. Whereas Honor had also launched the Honor 8 Smart. My footage wasn't clear enough to make a video on it, so I'll leave a link to my friend's video which will be in the description. And as always, all these devices are covered up in the written editorials on my blog, so you can find the links to that as well in the description. And that's it. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that I'll see you in my next video.